Brennan, thank you again for joining us for Friday Football Fever here on SNN, and as always, presented by Ingman Marine. Our game of the week, a battle between Venice and Riverview. So we take you down to Venice first for this big game. First quarter, Venice quarterback Bryce Carpenter going to get it going after everybody comes in. This game was well anticipated. The coaches, good friends, but also very competitive. Javion Hiley goes for a little ride there, turning Riverview defense, turning them upside down. But first down, Indians, that sets up Carpenter taking it in for his own score right there. And Venice 7-0. Now we have Carpenter to Hiley again. Javon sandwiched between defenders. Some nasty hits going on. Look at this. Riverview seeing their share of hits too as Arthur Brantley trying to connect with Max Fisher, but look at that. Nole said no, sir. Towards the end of the first half, Brantley gets the big move right there, breaking a host of Venice ankles. Jock straps littered throughout the field, but still no score. Rams next drive, they get the ball back after a failed fake punt. For Venice, Brantley, though, sacked back to back, and it's the Indians' ball again. More defensive hits here as Carpenter connects with Chip Barber, but Barber tiptoes, and Jamar Jackson strikes. Scary few moments. Thank you. And Barber does get up, though. Good stuff. Riverview trying their best to score with time running out. In the first half, no good, and it would be 17-0 Venice over the Rams. That game would have weather problems and be called, and so nothing happened in the end. That game was over. As I said, it was called. And then IMG, the white team was up at St. Stephen's to play the Falcons, and it was a hard-hitting affair as IMG Chandler Magruder breaks a tackle, but then he's going to get waylaid right here by Fred Billy. Bang! After a nice run, it was a first down. Not a lot of those in the first half. Then Billy on the scramble for the Falcons, and he is going to get a hit of his own and fumbles. He gets stripped, and PC Daniel recovers for the Ascenders. Oh, look at that hit. The hit in the pile is bad. And he got nothing out of it, and St. Stephen's takes to the air as Billy puts it up for downtown Sidney Brown, who makes a diving catch. And that would set up soon after his brother, Uptown Chase Brown, breaking through the defense. And he gets about 25 yards on this. Finally, there was some offense. I mean, the first quarter and a half, neither team could get anything really going. He gets down to the 50. Next play, Uptown. He goes uptown. 50-yard TD run. The Falcons were up 12-0, but Lightning postponed that game just after the half. Now we head for a quick break, but we'll be back with a lot more highlights, so stay tuned. Just so you all know, a lot of games weren't finished. A lot of games were still going on because they were delayed for a long time. Other games were postponed and rescheduled or not rescheduled. We just want to let you know because the weather, again, torrential, lightning, really bad night. But we'll get right back into it now as we head over to the Lakewood Ranch. And the Mustangs hosting Bayshore, a little crosstown rivalry. You see them getting ready, and the cheerleaders are cheering, and everything's happening. Lakewood Ranch's Caleb Browner gonna come down and make that tackle at the 15-yard line. But hold on, Chase Sharp actually takes the ball right there into the pack, but fumbles, and Brian Coleman recovers for Lakewood Ranch. And Bayshore on the attack is a Darian James busts through for a 20-yard gain, but that led to nothing. Now with the ball, Justin Curtis for the Mustangs, looking for the coach's son, Mikey Kozarsitz, who scores the touchdown right there. Kozarsitz. Sorry, Mikey. The game was eventually postponed at halftime due to weather, but Lakewood Ranch was leading. Braden River finally at home after Disney game last week and then a scheduling mix-up for the Kickoff Classic. You know, they had them at home, but they were actually Lehigh Acres. And you see this taking on Clearwater, and in the kickoff early on, Cameron White, he goes for a ride, a long ride, gets way deep into Clearwater territory. Offensive coach says, hey, I'll let the special teams guys do it. And that leads to Deshaun Fenwick taking it the rest of the way, and the Pirates were marauding and swashbuckling over Clearwater tonight. Clearwater, though, looking for clear skies, not clear water. As coach is giving props. Jameer Hayes, though, going to strip the quarterback. Tyler Navis recovers. So the Pirates back in business. direct result of that, Brian Gagg going up top to Fenwick, who makes a nice catch on his back, and the Pirates are rolling. And they take the shotgun snap again. They get the ball back, and Gagg again going back, but he bobbles the snap. He catches it, he corrals it, and he hits Knowledge McDaniel. And Braden Weaver was up 21-7, and they called that game because of weather too. Then they brought the teams back, and they weren't sure. And, well, then they ended up calling it. Booker Tornadoes hosting Clearwater Central Catholic, and it was the Marauders that got on the board first with a 40-yard pass right here from quarterback Rory Hicks to Richie Ilaraza. And they did their best, though, the Tornadoes, to stop the Marauders on the second drive after Ilaraza goes in for the touchdown. You see here a little defense. Yeah, the receiver had a little bit. He heard footsteps because my man was there, but again, Booker getting whitewashed in that game would end up being called. Booker had some offensive problems tonight, but we'll be back with more highlights and scores after this. Welcome back to Friday Football Fever, and Palmetto and Manatee battling in Palmetto tonight. Both teams didn't play last week due to fierce lightning in Manatee County. At the beginning of the game, it looked pretty good, but that would change. As I said, they were playing at Harley Stadium in Palmetto. The Tigers, well, they came out ready to rock. Jason Spicer Jr. on the reception. He just refuses to go down here, bounces back like a pinball, goes outside before finally getting brought down on the inside. The Tigers, they wanted some points. They were looking, and they would get them. The handoff goes to Javaris Kelly, who takes it in for the score, and he's going to share some words with the cameraman right here. And here comes the rain. Palmetto remains unfazed. They're going to push the pile forward into the end zone for another touchdown, adding to their lead, and now it's just raining touchdowns for the Tigers. Johnny Jones now finding himself a little running room. Nice move. Whoa, shaking the tackle, and see you later. He's off to the races for the touchdown due to the weather. This game has been postponed until tomorrow. Palmetto led 30-10 at the time. Sarasota hosting Southeast. The Sailors won last week while the Seminoles got weathered out as well, lightning and rain. The Sailors faithful was out in force. A lot of orange for this game. And the first orange they get it going was Southeast. They got the party started right off the bat. First drive from scrimmage for the Noles, and Latrell Peavy taking the handoff and goes 40 yards. He's brought down at the 11-yard line. Very next play, Alex Taylor keeping it to himself. He scores the 11-yard touchdown. It was 6-0 Seminoles. Still in the first quarter. Here is they're saying, looking good. Taylor showing off his talents. This time he's going to go to the air, going up top. He's under pressure, launches the ball deep downfield, and is caught by Tyler Stevenson for a 68-yard touchdown. 13-0 Southeast. The Noles still not done in the first. Peavy again. And as it turns out, Southeast would go on to win. Port Charlotte in Fort Myers to take on South Fort Myers. TJ Luther's mom watching her son, and Port Charlotte Pirates, as I said, against South Fort Myers. PC going to go right down the field on the opening possession. TJ Luther's mom was all jacked up, wasn't she? But opening possession, they go right down. Octavius Cummings caps the 80-yard drive with a 3-yard score, and it's 7-0 after forcing a punt. The Pirates add to their lead. Derek McCormick drills a 35-yard field goal, and it's 10-zip. Wolfpack has a tough time offensively. Here's their biggest play of the first half. Tyler Lackey going deep for Austin Smith with a grab. The big gain sets up a field goal, but it's all Port Charlotte tonight as the Pirates win 32-6. The Cardinal Mooney Cougars took on Indian River Golden Eagles at home tonight. Get right to the game. First quarter, what was intended to be a pass for the Cougars, Ryan Bletcha, was intercepted. Nice interception, too, by the Golden Eagles, who ran the ball back. Didn't get all the way back, but he got to the 50-yard line right at midfield, tackled by Jack Cosho to stop him from going any further. Golden Eagles, Andrew Robert throws a side pass to Alejandro Bryan, who makes the second. Nice effort. The Cougars turn around. Bryce Williams running from the 20-yard line through the Golden Eagles defense. He scores a touchdown. The Cougars make the extra point, and it was 7-0. But then As it turned out, Cardinal Mooney went on to win big, 37-0 for that. Like I said, lots of lightning delays. Ida Baker at Northport even postponed until Saturday morning as well. So we're looking good, and that'll rack things up tonight for Friday Football Fever. We appreciate you hanging out with us, and thanks again to Tommy and Bob from Joey D's Pizzeria, the Chicago-style eatery as well. 4 locations, Palmetto, Manatee, and 2 in Sarasota, and they are always good to us, always take care of us, and keep the kitchen open late for all the staff here. So check out htpreps.com and snntv.com for more updates on these games. Thanks for joining us. Have a great weekend, everybody, and we'll be back next week.